Good afternoon. Welcome into my kitchen. Have you been looking for me? Well, you found me in the kitchen with Angela. Come on in today. But before you do, like, comment, and even subscribe. Click that button to get notifications about when I'll be cooking. Today I'm coming to you to make some orange chicken. Yes, orange chicken wings. That's what we're doing today. I know it's not the normal or the usual. Today I'm putting my twist on it in the kitchen with Angela, all things New Orleans. I'm gonna do bone-in chicken wings today. I'm gonna fry them naked. I'm gonna make the orange sauce, and we're gonna do orange chicken wings. So thank you for joining me. Come on in. I have my pot here, my black iron frying pan. I have some good old peanut oil. So that's what I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna let my oil start getting hot. So there you have it. We're gonna get our oil all hot, mixed up. And then I have some good wings right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put them on to a paper towel and dry them out because we're gonna be frying them naked without any flour or anything on them. We're gonna do it naked today. So then we're gonna go ahead and season the wings. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure the wings are pretty dry. I don't know if you can see it, but now that's better. I'm just using a paper towel to make sure I dry off any excess water, because you don't want to get them in a pan and then they begin to pop up and flare, because water and oil, it doesn't mix. Yes, it does not mix, you guys. So this Saturday afternoon, I felt like cooking. You know how I am. If you know me, you know I love being in the kitchen. And if you're looking for me, it's not hard to find me. I am in the kitchen, okay? So I'm getting these wings all taken care of, drying them off, making sure there's no more excess water on them. Then we're gonna season them with the simple salt and pepper, okay? Salt and pepper and a little adobo sauce. So, okay. So I got my wings dried off. I'm still messing with them, so I'm gonna go ahead and season them with some adobo sauce. This is all-purpose seasoning. And it's not really salty, so it's not gonna do anything. It just gives it a little more flavor. So, and then I have my regular salt, and I'm gonna do pepper. Then I'll mix them all together once my oil is ready. And then regular McCormick. So once my oil is ready, we can go ahead and start frying them. Then I'm gonna make the orange sauce, okay? They're gonna have a little kick to them because I'm gonna use some orange zest. Okay, so my wings are pretty good. They're well seasoned. You see that salt and pepper and a little adobo. I'm gonna get my hands cleaned up, and then my pan is on ready to start. This is another short video I'm coming to you with, but it's gonna be a good video. So I'll be right there in a moment. I'm just cleaning up my hands. Again, as I stated, whenever you're dealing with any kind of poultry or meat, you know, you want to make sure you clean your hands well, because you don't want whatever is going on with that to cause you any harm. You don't want any kind of bacteria or stuff coming from that. So it's a good thing to always make sure that you're cleaning up your hands after, okay? So welcome into my kitchen. I'm Creole Roots Angela. You can join me on Facebook, Creole Roots. Washington. You can join me on Instagram. That's Creole Roots 47 on Instagram. Also, I'm going to have a new book coming out, In the Kitchen with Angela, very soon. I mean, I can't tell you enough about it. It's going to be an awesome book. It's all about New Orleans style food and how we cook. It's really good. We have all kinds of things in the book as far as jambalaya to yakamine soup. We have a lot of things in there, to our filet gumbo. Also, my next book will come out, but we're going to worry about that later. Right now, we're focusing on what's happening now, and I'm going to be able to leave a description in the bottom below to let you know all about the book and where to purchase it and things like that. So it's all things New Orleans as usual. If I do give you a story, the story is always going to be about me growing up in New Orleans, okay? So I believe my pan is hot. I'm feeling the heat from it. We're going to start putting some chicken in the pan. Black iron frying pan. I love to cook with that. My drawer is getting pretty tight here. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding some chicken in the pot in the black iron frying pan. Yep, it's all good and ready. And you don't want to crowd the pan when you're cooking chicken, whether flour is on it or not. Don't crowd your pan. Or, because it's not going to give the room for the chicken to actually cook right. It'll start steaming the chicken instead of cooking it. And I have a pan here ready after the chicken is done. And we're going to let the grease drain off. And then we're going to go ahead and coat them. So while I'm waiting for that chicken to finish up, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the little things with my sauce. Because we're doing orange chicken wings, okay? So I have my good zester here to get some of the zest from the orange. We're going to use some of the juices from the orange as well, okay? But first I'm going to make my slurry. I have cornstarch here. Since this is not going to be a big giant meal, it's just a one-on thing where you can feed 2 to 3 people with this, or just 2 people if you eat a lot of wings, okay? So I'm going to do a slurry with cornstarch and water, okay? And I have some water right here. I'm going to use some bottled water. Let me get that mixed up. It's just cornstarch and water. You might want to use 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. This is going to make things thick. This is the base of your roux for the sauce. Okay, and then I'm going to get my hands wiped off. So my chicken is frying good. I want it to be nice and crispy and golden brown. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring out my orange because it's a little tough. I'm going to wake up my orange. The juice is in there. Look, I already did by accident. So I didn't know my own strength. But I'm going to get those juices in there. Because we're going to use a couple of teaspoons of orange juice. We want to make sure that orange is in there. We'll even leave some of the pulp in there from the orange juice too, okay? And then I'm going to zest the orange. So I'll zest the other one since I didn't know my strength. And I bust the orange open. So, yeah, I'll put that to the side. And then I'm going to rinse this off. And I'm going to zest my orange. Let me pull this off. I got my zesting tool here. I'll get a little bowl. And all you do is you scrape across the orange all the way around. And I'm going to use this entire orange too, okay? We're going to have about 2 teaspoons of orange zest, okay? And try not to get the white parts of the orange in there, because it'll make the zest a little sour. And this is good too, zesting fruit. When you're baking cakes and stuff, it just gives it more flavor, more aroma. It's sort of like a base extract, like if you use vanilla extract or something. It's really good. It brings out the flavor. It makes everything pop. I'm looking at my chicken. I'll turn it over in a little bit. Like I said, you have to give your, see that zest? You got to give your meat, that's beautiful orange zest. Got to give your meat room to breathe. And get some more orange in here. It looks like I'm going to be turning my chicken in just a moment. Okay, that's good right there. It's time to turn my chicken. It's frying pretty well. And this is just a simple salt and pepper and adobo seasoning. Yeah, it's frying up pretty well. It's looking good. I have my orange juice here. That's enough. So, got my juice there. I'm also going to be using rice wine vinegar. Not much, because this is not for a lot of people, as I stated before. It's not going to be a lot. I'm going to close this up and get this out the way. My good old cornstarch. And then I'm going to turn on my stove. I'm going to pour my slurry in, my cornstarch. So once that starts getting rolling, then I can add the other ingredients, okay? And give me a little tea in me. I'm drinking a moringa herbal tea. So it's really good. It's a green tea too. It's really good for inflammation and things like that. I had kind of a struggle this morning. I said, what should I do? What should I do? I'm already infusing my body with moringa, which is very good for antioxidants and stuff. So this morning I woke up and I got laid on my mind. It must have been the Lord. But I went in the cabinet and I forgot I had just bought some tea. And as soon as I began to drink the tea, and I didn't have any coffee today. Usually my coffee is black anyway, but I didn't have the coffee. I said my body needed something else. So I decided to drink the moringa tea. And after I drank the tea, it looks like the inflammation went away. My body started waking up and acting better. And I felt good enough to come on live with you today. So see, it works. When your body's talking to you, you gotta answer. You gotta listen and answer, okay? So it's coming together. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my rice wine vinegar. Not a lot. Remember, we're not doing a lot, okay? Just a little rice wine vinegar. I'm gonna be adding my orange juice in here. And I'm whisking it. It's already smelling real good too. And I'm gonna add one thing I forgot. I'm gonna add a couple of things of soy sauce. I want it to be orangey, so yeah. Then I'm gonna add my orange zest in here. See, this is not really very long at all. And then I'm gonna add some chili paste in here. So I do have some chili paste. So we're making orange chicken wings today, okay? Be careful, because I'm doing this wrong. This should be steady and sitting somewhere. And I'm doing this all wrong. But it's hard for me to open it. So I'm going to add some chili sauce in there. That's going to give it some pop too. Yes, it has garlic in there, spices. This is ground fresh chili paste. And of course I'm going to add in some good stuff here. Some marmalade, you guys. That's right, I said it. Orange marmalade. This is going to be on and popping, okay? It's already smelling so delightful. And if you want a little more heat in there, you can add cayenne pepper or anything. So I'm going to just let this cook a little bit down. So we have our chili paste right here. We have orange marmalade. We have some soy sauce, some orange zest and orange juice, some rice wine vinegar. And now I'm going to let that cook up. While I'm doing that, let me get my chicken finished. It's looking good. This chicken is looking great. I like mine fried a little hard. So, of course, I'm going to let the grease drain off. We did naked chicken wings, okay? And I'm going to place them here while my sauce is steadying. My sauce looks very pretty. I'm going to take it off the fire a little bit to let you guys see what it's looking like. Look at that. That's beautiful, you guys. Yes. So I'm going to let that continue to cook and get thickened up. Then we'll put the last batch of chicken in. It's frying up pretty well, you guys. It's frying up pretty well. So it only took a cornstarch slurry and the rest of these things that I use. It's going to all come together. We're going to pour it on the chicken. And you can even bake it some more if you want, but I'm not going to bake anything. I have this orange chicken wings today. So summer is coming out. The flowers are blooming. We have all the bugs. Oh, I dropped that one. We have all the bugs and, you know, bees and stuff coming out. I gotta get used to it, you guys. I gotta get used to it. It's gonna be a hard run, but we're gonna do this summer. I touched that chicken. I had to get rid of that chicken off my hands, guys. If you're just joining me, we're doing orange chicken wings today. A new twist. That's how we're doing it. The chicken is naked. We're frying it today. Normally I would go ahead and bake it, but I'm going to try fried today. I'm just waiting for the sauce to finish. My chicken wings look really good. I'm going to show you before I put, oh, it smells so good. You ought to smell it, you guys. Look at the chicken wings. Aren't they beautiful? Yes, and then we're going to put the sauce over them. but we have to finish the other ones. So the sauce is really coming together pretty good. It's going to be very orangey and very fragrant, sweet, with a little heat from the chili paste here. And it's all things New Orleans. I'm doing my dish, orange chicken, my way. This is how I wanted to do it. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to put some things away while I'm waiting for my other chicken to come together. And it's a great day because I love cooking. Any day is a great day if I can cook. I love it. I just love it, love it, love it. I don't mind cooking at all. You might even see me do a video on some olive chicken. So that would be great. We could do a video on olive chicken. I really love olive chicken. That's one of my favorites. Just cleaned up a little stuff so you can see. Like I told you guys, I got my tea. Let me just stir it. Yeah, it's thickening up really well because I did an orange marmalade in there. I also did, so what the ingredients are is you're doing a slurry for one thing with cornstarch and water. That's a base to thicken things. I also used soy sauce, rice wine vinegar. I used orange marmalade. I used orange juice and orange zest in here. And it smells so terrific. You could just smell it. It's so good. Zest brings out the flavor in anything. If you zest something and you want that flavor to come out even more fluent in your food, zest some fruit. You'll get what you're looking for, trust me. So, I'm glad my sauce is really pretty. It came out good. It's thickening up like I wanted it to. I'll move some of these things over here. I don't mind. If you don't mind, thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. It's always a pleasure, you guys. So I'm frying up some naked chicken. There's no flour on here. No flour at all. Just a basic salt and pepper and adobo. We don't want the chicken to overpower the sauce. We don't want the sauce to overpower the chicken. We want a nice, formidable blend, okay? We want it to work together and marry. So, just like we do anything else in New Orleans, it has to be done to perfection our way. So, like I said, it's all a blend of good flavors and stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a tester. See how my sauce is tasting? And that's excellent. Oh, that is so good. It has that kick of spice in there from the chili paste. Ooh, that is delicious. This is going to be good, you guys. It's going to be good. So basically, my sauce is complete. It's complete. I would love, see that? It's smoking up good. You see that sauce? It's so good. It's going to look good on that chicken. It's going to blend well on that chicken. We're going to get that all tossed up together and make things happen. And I'll show you the finishing touches. So when frying meat, what did I say? Don't crowd your pan. Don't overdo it. Because what it'll do, instead of frying the way you want it, it's going to start sweating and steaming instead of frying. That's one of the things you can't do. New Orleans people are really good about frying. Frying food, seafoods, things like that. We're really good about that. We don't fry our meat and then put it in the oven to finish off. If we're going to fry it, it's going to be deep fried on the stove or whatever whatever pot we're using for it. It's going to completely be done over the stove. But you got to know what you're doing. You got to know Whether white meat takes 12 minutes, you got to know how long your food lasts for, and there's testers. You can test your food. And when your chicken starts floating, then you know your chicken is complete. But dark meat usually takes longer than white meat. So always know that you can overcook your white meat, because white meat doesn't cook as long as dark meat does, because there's more fatty stuff in dark meat. So it takes dark meat longer to cook than it would white meat. And if you don't know, white meat is the leg, is the wing and the breast. The leg and the thigh is the dark part, okay? So we got our sauce here. It's all looking good. Our chicken is turning on its side. We're getting it crispy all over. It's nice and golden brown. And my mama and my grandmother, they were cooks for years, okay? They cooked for the Tep House, which was some college students out of New Orleans, and they cooked for them. And my mother and my grandmother were fabulous cooks, and they cooked for a house full of guys, okay? Those guys lived in there, they went to school in there, and they were paid to cook for these guys. And we would go and visit when my mom and them was in the kitchen and stuff cooking. And it was just a treat to see big old pots on the stove. And they're cooking for a lot of boys that lived in the Tep House going to college. That was a fun time in my life. And we used to have the Zapp's chips. That's some good chips there. That's the best chips in the land, I'm gonna be honest. So it looks like my wings are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put them to the side. Let the fat, the grease, not the fat, but the grease drain off it. And it's good to use peanut oil when you're frying, because peanut oil can take a lot of heat, and it wouldn't burn as fast as a regular oil. It holds a lot of heat, and you have more uses out of it. So I've turned that off. My chicken looks great. It's nice and brown all over. So there you have it. We have deep fried orange chicken wings, okay, today. We didn't bake them. Normally I would. I did them naked, no flour, nothing on them except for salt and pepper and a little adobo. I didn't overpower the chicken because we're gonna also be adding some sauce to that. So we never wanna overpower our chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate these wings up and let you see how beautiful they are. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the sauce on there. You saw me cook my sauce. It was excellent. Here's my wings. They came out beautiful, and they're perfect, you guys. And I know they're gonna taste really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and put my wings in the sauce. Yes, this is hot, but don't try this because I'm used to it. So I just wanna get them all in the sauce. Okay, then I'm gonna plate them back on here. And I made the orange sauce. You guys, I made it myself. You saw it. It's a fun treat. This is a good treat. You can eat this with green beans, potatoes, french fries if you want, macaroni and cheese, whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Your little heart feeling like you want greens with it, cook you up some greens. I don't like to buy anything out the can, you guys. I cook from the heart, from scratch, just like my mama would. But I know in the past, my mom and my grandmother, they used canned goods, but they used the best canned goods. But me, I graduated a little bit from where my mom and my grandmother was in cooking, and I decided if I'm gonna cook, it's gonna be healthier, and it's not gonna be from a can because I don't trust canned goods. There's a lot of sodium and stuff. So what I do, if I'm gonna do stuff, if it's not fresh from the ground, but it's flash frozen, fresh from the ground and frozen, then I'll do that. If I don't pull it from the fruits and veggies and stuff. So here you have it. These are my orange chicken wings. They're naked. Orange chicken wings. Thank you so much for joining my channel. It was a pleasure for you guys to be with me here. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here with Angela. So like I said, if you're looking for me, you don't have to look far. I'm always in my kitchen. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe to my channel. Like my channel. Invite other people to my videos. I have goodies like these all the time for you. So thank you again, and be looking for my book. I'm going to let the world know. Be looking for my book. There's a lot of good things in that book. So thank you again, and good night, fam. Bye.